Hello everyone, today we're building a theme park in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Right now we're building the template, and I'm just going to pull this one up, and then I'm going to do the same with a couple of others, and leaving them connected. That space you see there, that is where there's no connection between the two columns, that is going to be the actual entrance, and I believe I'm going for the medieval style here, which means I'm going to make a castle, making this entrance to the castle, and then the area at the entrance and the main area in the middle being a medieval area. Now as you finish this, I believe it's time for me to say, below this park, there's not more grass, as you usually would believe. It's completely empty, which I had this way, because I want to build a monorail at the end, connecting all the places underground. Although it's better if I make the hole now, so at the end I'm not gonna have to empty out everything. And now, of course, if I want to build some little parts underground, I'm gonna have to re-level that ground and that grass, or that terrain in those specific areas. As of now, I'm building columns that are just gonna smooth out the castle. I'm using primitives, which means at the end I can always paint them into cobblestone. I think I'm gonna use, and I can choose the color as well. Now I chose cobblestone, as I said earlier. I'm still kind of choosing the color because I don't know if I'm gonna go with the one from just now or this one, and I believe I'm taking this one because it looks nice. Yeah, nothing more to say. I feel like it looks really realistic compared to what I'm going to build. But if you want to see that, you have to unfortunately continue watching the video. Right now, I decided I'm going to have to remove the grass in order for me to build some primitives. The primitives are gonna basically be the wall at this point, and I'm just gonna use this like cuboid, what is primitive cuboid, as I said, and then gonna build it up. Also, if I'm done this, I'm gonna have to paint them the same color as I did the columns. Then later on, I'm probably gonna repeat this process around the castle, or around as much of the castle as I want for this pattern to be repeated. Now where I finished that, I realized it looks really plain and not good without the rocks, meaning without scenery. It looks really bad, so as I have disabled collisions unlocked, I'm going to be able to rotate them. I'm going to try to rotate them towards the building so that it looks like they're coming out of the building, or like that they're grown onto the building, something like that. I did some off-camera building. I guess it looks quite nice now. I built the first part of the wall, I built the upper part of the wall, and there's going to be a path here, walking around so you can walk at the top part of the wall, and see you later. Now I did some even more off-camera building. I built the first tower, which is going to edge up off the columns and of the curves you built at the start. I wouldn't say it's the best because the top is too edgy, too spiky. I'm gonna look for something more smooth and more round, but until I find that, I'm just gonna stick with this. Well guys, I did some more off-camera building. I guess it's looking pretty nice now. I found a better edge for the tower, a better top for the tower. It's more smooth now. It doesn't have it like that thing at the top. Sorry. And then there's still a lot to do in this park. Right now, you can see the restaurant I built, which is pretty nice. I like it a lot. And then when going up, I still have to make like a wall here on the side, so I'm not going to fall off. But right now, I think I'm going to focus on the bridge, which I want to make from here to the other side. I also worked on the other side a little, but just a little. As you can see, there's a little bridge, or like a little pathway across the extended wall I built here. I'm still working on that, but I guess pretty nice. Then gonna use the same brick I used there to build this wall up here, or sorry, this pathway which leads to a bridge. I'm also gonna build some columns or some poles there to hold the bridge to make it look more realistic. Right now I'm building the poles slash columns slash whatever that are gonna lead up to the bridge at that point to hold it, which is gonna add some realism to the look of the castle. Just connecting the paths to that point so I know if it's gonna match or not. Now we're much in the future and we just saw that night look, which was absolutely insane, and that's what I want to like convey with this build, because I want to like give this night look and like this spooky castle in a way, but it should be like grand, so it shouldn't be that spooky, but grand. It could also be spooky, but not too spooky. And I think that right now we have a lot to do, as I also want to finish the other side of the entrance, like just that what we see from the front. I also want to say that next episode we're going to make 2 little rides. I think they're both going to be flat rides, maybe one isn't, but they're going to be small rides, but they're going to be custom. And then we're probably also going to add some classic fairground rides, or what you can like, what fits to the theme of this castle. Right now I'm just trying to kind of like make a space here for I was trying to make a space for restaurants, but that didn't work out as planned because it's not letting me replace the wall, because I'm still kind of struggling with these settings, because you have to change them every time for like every kind of situation you're in, because they're not that universal, especially if you want to like if you're placing off the grid, which is because you don't have like, you have to place every single stone except if you use like, or if you change your settings all the time. But I guess that's how we're doing it for now. Okay, now we have a restaurant. Well, we're building a restaurant. I guess the popcorn stall goes there and the burger stall goes right there. We could also, I think, add the benches in this area and then some more back there, and then that's pretty much it. I'm also, of course, gonna have to seal off the other part, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much today. I'll probably add a wall, but I don't know, because I might continue or might have like a bigger view, but let's see that later. Okay, so I pretty much finished this area. I'm just gonna add some stones, make it look nice, because well, it's not that natural to have stones in the wall of a castle. Like, it's probably really unrealistic, but it's a theme park, and I guess that just makes them more natural looking if people don't use their brain when going to this park, which I think is to our advantage, because the characters that play like the NPCs, they don't have a brain, so they'll think this is all natural. Okay, that is pretty much done for it now. I just put a wall there. This area I'm still gonna do. I want to do a step by step, and I think it's pretty much done for now. We might have to increase that later, but now I guess we can have like a nice walk area here, which I'm just gonna work on right now. Looking good. I don't know if my entrance, I'm just thinking my entrance might be a little too big, because it's technically all still the entrance. Oh, it's not the entrance, nah, it's like an after area, because this basically is a connection to the rest of the park. And I'm definitely gonna have some probably like leading or like kind of main attractions in here, so I guess it's fine, but like, again, this is our theme park, so we shouldn't or wouldn't have to compare it to any other theme park. So this looks pretty nice, little plain but pretty nice, because we have to think that all of these little detailed areas at the end are gonna make a big park, and it's like always the little detailed areas that make a big park, and that make a big park nice, and that make a big park nicely themed, which is why this is definitely important for us to do. How did that guy just get through? Oof. Now, I was going to place torches, then I realized that if you put it on, if you don't have a grid, this is actually really fun in Roblox. I'm already asking myself the question, who is going to clean all of this up? So, as we're cleaning all of this mess up, I'll use this time to make an outro. Next episode, I'm probably going to continue with this area, like I'm for sure going to continue this area. I'm probably going to make it even more grand, not too grand, but you can't go too grand, man, that doesn't exist in my words, in my vocabulary, but I'm also going to have 2 flat rides. Well, they're flat rides, but they're custom. You see. One of them is going to be a vintage cars, and the other one is probably going to be a horse ride, because that kind of fits to the theme. So, see you next time. Have a good one. And please consider subscribing.